even before the government gets to asking the youth to form that committee, or rather to elect their leaders who will address these issues, I think the government already knows. And number one, it is unemployment. This has been sung ever since. There is so much unemployment in our country, and even the employment opportunities zenye ziko available, unapata that those opportunities are only available to somebody who has connections. And even those who are employed, they are either employed on contract. For instance, we even have the UHC workers. They have been employed for the past 4 years under contract on the same terms and conditions. You come to the intern doctors. What happened to them? Nothing. Actually, whatever they were asking for, they were given, I don't think it's even a quarter of what they were asking for. You come to the JSS students. They have been on a 1-year contract. Now, that is number one. If the government can start creating these opportunities to be available to everybody. I know there are opportunities, lakini these opportunities, you apply like those KRA jobs that were applied some time back. But when you wanapata, ni watu wako na connections. What about somebody who knows nobody? That is number one. Unemployment among the youth. Number two is the education system in Kenya. I will not even talk about how they are increasing the cost of university education, but let me focus on the quality of our education. You go through university, but it is actually university that goes through you. And there is nothing that you come out kwa hiyo university from one lecture hall to another. That one. We need quality education in our country and for our children. Now, another thing is overtaxation. Now there is no employment, quality of education is low, and then as youths tukikam pamoja tuanze kujitafutia gigs zetu, the government now comes, and even before these new industries like content creation, even before they solidify, the government now wants to come. Paka watu wenye watap screen, the government wants to come for that. I think the government should actually support before they come out and say, oh, we want to tax this where you're getting your source of income. And that is why people are actually very angry, because you don't create employment for us, no quality education, so I have to go back to YouTube, I have to go to Udemy, learn a skill, and then nianze kujiemploy, and then you come for this little that I have. Now, another thing is the government wastage. My friend, tell me how a government official will be out there in a church dishing out 20 million. Ni kama anahesabu njugu karanga ama makaratasi ama newspaper. Do you know another one? I read somewhere that there's another politician who was given a 1 million tender to supply sijui viti ama ni furniture. Do you know what 1 billion can do for our country? So government, before you even call out for this, I really think you know what we as Kenyans want, and you can actually implement that before you call for a committee, and you know very well that you're not going to implement whatever that committee will come out and agree on. What do you think, guys? What would you add to my 4 points, or to my whatever's, to my four demands from the government? They're not actually demands, they're actually my own views of what the government should do.